guys, sorry about that. Got some stuff I had to do real quick. It's all done, hopefully. Finished my wine. Wine's all gone. I'm gonna give me some more of that here in a little bit. I completely forgot what I was saying before. Completely. I have no clue what I was talking about. So, sorry if I left you guys hanging, on a subject. Alright, I think I remember now. When my dad found out I was smoking pot, the way he found out was my mom told him. Which, that was a bad deal. Me and my buddy were in my room. We were getting ready to toke up, had my pipe loaded with about a half a dime, and I had about a G and a half in a little baggie. Getting ready to toke up, and my mom walks in, and I hide the bag. I grab the bag and I hide it, and she obviously saw me take it and said, "What the fuck was that?" So I knew that she saw it because I know she saw me pick it up. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm already in trouble. Why not just give it up?" So there's no way I'm getting out of this. There's no way I can talk my way out of this one. Excuse me. So I gave her the baggie, and she took my pipe. Call it tank, because it hit like a tank. I mean, it hit hard, and wasn't necessarily rough, but it was hard, harsh, hard. I mean, take a couple of hits of that, and you were out for the count. Well, not necessarily out for the count, passed out, but you were good for a while. Me, I'm the kind of guy that can smoke forever. I can smoke a whole 3 or 4 Gs and be fine, because I've been doing it for a while, so I have the ability. I have kind of a tolerance for it, I can outsmoke a lot of people, a lot of my friends, and a lot of people that that I've worked with. They try to outsmoke me and they don't do it. They said that they can, attempted, and they couldn't do it. But anyway, so my mom took me back to her room where my stepdad was, and she goes, "You gonna tell him?" She's like, "Are you gonna tell him or am I gonna tell him?" I was like, "Have at it." She hands me the bag, and he goes, "What's this?" My mom goes, "It's pot." So, got that taken away. She flushed it down the toilet and kept my pipe. I don't know if she still has it or threw it away, but that was like $20, $25 literally down the drain. I was so pissed. And then I had a backup pipe that I didn't really use because it was a glass one. It was a glass pipe, and it wasn't really doing it for me. It was awkward, I guess I should say. It was awkward. It was tiny. You load about, and plus it didn't have a screen for it. I made a couple of screens for it, but none of the screens really, stuck. A lot of them didn't work out. And then some stuff happened. Lost my car. I'm not going to get into that right now, but while that was happening, I gave all my paraphernalia to a buddy of mine, because I'm gonna have the cops around. I'm gonna have the cops in my house for a couple days, investigation, and I did not want to get that. It's okay to get caught by my parents, because they can't really do much. But when I get caught by the law, by the police, that's jail time. And the condition I was in, the situation I was in, I could not do that. That was not a good deal. So I gave all my merchandise to a buddy of mine, and after all that stuff was settled, after all the crap was done with. Well, all the bad crap was done with. Um, that buddy of mine came to my house and he goes, "Yo, I got some news." And I said, "What happened?" He goes, "I broke your pipe." And I said, "No shit." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I was getting out of my car and it fell out of my pocket and it shattered." He goes, "I was able to save the stuff that was in it, because you had some resin in it, so I was able to get the resin out before I threw all the stuff away, but," he said, "it shattered, broke." And I said, "You know what? Normally I'd be pissed. Considering the fact that it's been sitting in my basement for 3 months and I wasn't using it, it was collecting dust, and it was my backup. I was going to get rid of it anyways, sell it or just throw it away." So I said, "You kind of sped up the process." Whenever I get back to my mom's, I'm gonna load back up on merchandise, buy me a new tool, buy me a new piece, and buy some papers and stuff so I can load up some J's and have a good time. I'm gonna be smart this time though. That was a freak accident that happened. I swear, a freak accident. My mom just happened to come in at the right time. Normally she didn't do that, but she walked in to tell me something, and boom, there I was, just getting ready to bust it out and take a puff, and she walked in and caught me in the act. And, I mean, I've been caught before, but just speculation, just assumptions. She caught me in the act this time, and so she had me call my dad. And whenever my dad found out, whenever I came here, he goes, "You never bring that stuff in my house, or I'll beat the hell out of you." He's a big guy, but he's a police officer, so can't really do that anyways. But he said, "Do what you gotta do. Do what you want to. Just make sure that the choices you make, you can deal with those choices and cope with those choices. And if you can't, then that's at your own expense. You gotta deal with it in the long run. But yeah, it's just a bad deal. But yeah, it's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm thinking about putting dabs in this thing. Well, not dabs, but putting some shit in there. Stuff that will fuck you up. But I'm trying to. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm blank right now. A word of advice to people who are staying frosty, don't be cocky when it comes to authority. Don't be cocky. It'll bite you in the ass. It might not be then, but it'll be later. It'll kick you in the ass, and it'll fuck you up. I was cocky. I was gambling with that kind of shit, and I lost. And I had to pay for it for a while. I was on lockdown for a good month. Couldn't go out, see any of my friends, which I'm 19 years old, but since I'm living under, my mom's house, I gotta abide by her rules. And she's just trying to take care of me, but she doesn't understand. No one understands. They're afraid to understand. They're afraid to deal with what they don't understand. They don't really understand that it's not bad for you, I guess. But they're afraid to confess to it, I guess, because they don't understand about what it does. so they automatically think that's bad. I don't know, it's assumptions. Assumptions are the mother of all fuck-ups. You know, my grandfather taught me that a while back. I've been living by that rule. I've also been living by the rule that you always gotta have a plan B on everything. Whether it's plans, situations, trips, anything like that. You know, you need plan B in case your main plan doesn't work out. You can fall back on plan B, and plan B is designed to basically, it's a flawless. You know, it can't. Plan B is not designed to go wrong. That's why it's plan B. It's not supposed to go wrong. If plan A doesn't work, plan B will work. And if not, there's a plan C, but I don't do plan C's. Plan B should do the trick. And I'm kind of the guy to give advice to all my friends. You know, they come to me for advice. I don't know, I guess I give good advice, I guess. But I don't know. I speak my mind. And I'm able to put myself in people's shoes. You know, understand what they're feeling, so I know both sides of the story. Box theory, as I call it, being if you're inside the box, you can't really see what's going on around you. If you're outside the box, you see everything. I try to be outside the box most of the time, so I know all aspects of the situation, so I know how to deal with it. I know what steps to take to handle it. A lot of people don't do that when they fuck up. But, well, I really got off topic, but yeah, that's really all I got for you guys. Just random babbling, you know. What I really want to talk about was getting caught story. Use it to your guys' expense, you know. Learn from my mistake. Don't be cocky when it comes to authority with anything, alcohol, bud, anything. Even if it's in your car, don't try and speed if you know a cop's around. Don't try and do anything illegal when a cop's around. You be cocky, someone's gonna snitch on you. The snitches all around, you know, informants, all kinds of stuff. So, life lesson: don't be cocky. Do you? You gotta live with your decisions. Life is full of decisions, and every decision has a consequence, good or bad, and you gotta live those consequences no matter what. As well as deals, it's inevitable. It's an you can't avoid it. Can't think of the word to say. Forgive me. I could have a very wide vocabulary if I feel the need to, but obviously right now I don't have the need to. I don't feel I need to have the need to, so yeah, that's where I'm at. So, guys, live young, stay free, and have a good night.